Imagine a galaxy where the most advanced technology in the universe has a fatal flaw. It cannot replicate the chaotic, unpredictable brilliance of the human mind. You are part of Omega Force, an elite mercenary unit tasked with handling the jobs that AI-driven fleets and rigid military doctrines fail to solve, only to find that the human factor isn't just a variable, but the ultimate weapon in a war against enemies who think they have calculated every possible outcome. But when you discover that survival in this high-tech conflict isn't about having the best gear, but about leveraging intuition, improvisation, and sheer stubbornness, you realize that victory isn't about following the algorithm, it's about breaking it through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics. Welcome to Omega Force, the human factor, the 8th pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Joshua Dalzelle's military sci-fi saga. If you love special ops space opera tropes, tactical teamwork, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching protagonists dismantle impossible odds through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of brotherhood. The narrative kicks off with our team's deployment to a sector where logic dictates defeat is inevitable, thrusting them into a race against time to complete their objective before the enemy's predictive models lock them down. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of strained engines, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are left behind in the dark. Dalzelle excels at capturing the psychological toll of command in the face of the incomprehensible, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of progress made across centuries. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular elite squad trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex ecology of alien tactics, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior technology. Watching the protagonist reverse-engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Omega Force lies in its characters and the heavy burden of integrity. The protagonists aren't just cold, calculating gamers. They are deeply human individuals struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that rewards ruthlessness. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonists don't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Omega Force, the human factor, is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Joshua Dalzelle has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.